We have a piece, a very short one, but that is full of different ideas and different characters. He proposes a word at the beginning, it's fantasque, like a fantasy world. But I think what's very important is not to forget that a piece of art is always a structure, so we have to be very precise in being improvisatory or in this fantasy world. So we have the first proposition for a character that we have at the end as well. So it's the same one, but in a mirror. And at the end, it's a bit like a description of different register, different possibilities of articulation, different possibilities of expression. Maybe something like a question at the beginning, and maybe an answer, and a very strong reaction. And almost like an exercise in a diminuendo, and something that it's very difficult, especially for young pianists, to sustain the dynamics in the same tempo and not to do ritenuto with the diminuendo and crescendo with accelerando, which always goes a little bit hand in hand. How do we work this piece? It's difficult to change, to switch characters, to switch from very bold, very eager to maybe more phlegmatic or maybe more inward. Maybe it's not an ideal thing to sing, but it's definitely an ideal thing for a gesture or a word. So maybe just saying these things to oneself, working first maybe on a very aggressive side of the characters first, and then all the passive things or the more lyrical one side by side, and then mix them like a stack of cards and see what happens. I think the smaller the piece, when we have the miniatures, the structure is more important, so everything has to be in a perfect order because everything is much more visible.